something big is going on. We are seeing a collapse of the supply chain and the trucking industry, all right? One of the biggest trucking industry providers for Walmart and Home Depot has been shut down, okay? They have been shut down. Over 30,000 people have been laid off, truckers. And this is one of the biggest suppliers for Walmart and Home Depot. So we could see major shortages going into the fall and into the winter if they are not able to correct these supply chain issues. And they are already saying that they are canceling orders for this company, which could result in more shortages as well at places like Walmart and Home Depot. All right, so this is big news that this is going on, and this could be the first domino to fall. All right, we could see more companies go under, and we could see more supply chain and logistic issues, because this is a global supply chain problem, but now it's hitting locally and it's hitting the US. And the third largest shipping company in the US is now shutting down, and it's a major supplier for Walmart and Home Depot. So this is a major red flag. They're saying they've already canceled tons of their orders because they are worried that these orders are going to get tied up on these trucks in the midst of this company shutting down. They're officially going to be shut down by Monday, they're saying. So this is going to be a big shock to our supply chain and our economy. And this is a global supply chain problem as well. This is happening all over the place. And this happened to me personally as well, where you cannot get parts, you cannot get cars, you cannot get products that need advanced manufacturing. Okay, there are major delays in all of this, and this could be part of the problem of why this company had to shut down. All right, just to dive in really quick, I just want to hit this really fast before we get into this company, because this is big news, but this could be what is going on with this company as well. All right, so the city of Rochelle, all right, in Illinois, they are saying that they are having major issues ordering utility trucks for their city as well, and they can't even get the trucks to operate the utilities, like clearing the road, like getting big bucket trucks to fix the electrical grid, all right, to fix power poles. All these things are up in the air, and they're saying right now it's taking them 4 years to get trucks. Okay, so they're saying it used to take them approximately 10 months to get new utility trucks, and this is affecting the whole industry. That's why I wanted to bring this up really quick, because this is affecting trucking companies as well, and we could see this issue spread to more companies. Okay, but you can see here they were paying $200,000 to $250,000 for a utility truck. Now it's over $400,000, and it takes 4 years to get instead of 10 months. Our supply chain has already been destroyed since 2020. All right, they've just been chipping at it and chipping at it and chipping at it, and now it takes 4 years to get a utility truck instead of 10 months. And I personally had to deal with this. I had to replace a fuel pump in my truck, and I ordered it through the dealership, and it took over a week just to get the fuel pump in. All right, they didn't have any of them. I have a very standard truck that they should have 100 of these. All right, and this is actually a problem that they know about as well, and they just didn't have any. They said that they don't hold any parts on the shelves at all, and you have to order all the parts beforehand. I had to buy the fuel pump myself. They didn't even order it and cover the cost, and then I pay at the end. I had to buy it up front through the dealership just to get a part and wait over a week just to get a fuel pump to get my truck back and running. All right, so this is a major issue. We're seeing major supply chain problems already and major shortages already, and this could make it 10 times worse with this closure. So just imagine ordering your car, trying to buy a car, and you have to wait 4 years for it. They were even saying at this dealership too, I was talking to them a little bit, and they have excluded people from out of state or out of this area from buying the cars there because there's such a major shortage of cars. All right, that's how bad it's getting, the dealership problem. And you might have even had this where they're contacting you the past few years and they're like, please let us buy your car back, please. I know they've been doing that to me, trying to buy my car back from me, all right? I'm obviously not going to do that. I need my truck. I use it every day. But they're in desperate situations, and they were even geolocation locking their sales, all right? Because people were desperate. They were coming from out of state to get these certain cars, and when they would show up, they'd be like, no, we're not selling this to you. We only sell it to local people that live in this county. That's what was happening in the local dealership where I own property. All right, that's what's happening there. So big things are going on. All right, big supply chain issues are happening right now, and they could be getting even worse at Walmart and Home Depot specifically. So let's get into the details here. This is very sad that this is going on. This is one of America's oldest trucking companies, and it's America's third largest trucking company, and they are now shutting down and declaring bankruptcy. All these iconic American brands are being shut down left and right. And truckers are the backbone of our economy as well, and our supply chain. So losing 30,000 truckers overnight is going to put a major dent on our supply chain, and specifically these companies as well. So this is coming out of Reuters. U.S. trucking firm Yellow prepares for bankruptcy. All right. You can see here on Sunday, the third biggest U.S. trucking company averted a threatened strike by 22,000 Teamsters represented workers after compensating more than $50 million it owed in worker benefits and pension accruals. So they are also way behind on paying people's pension. They paid into these pension funds their whole life, and now they've essentially evaporated, and people are not getting paid as well. This is a very sad situation for the truckers that work for the company, and just for the country as a whole, as we see our supply chain being disassembled. All right, it says its customers include large retailers like Walmart and Home Depot, manufacturers, and Uber Freight. So this could even hit more manufacturers. That's why I brought up that it's taking 4 years to get a utility truck. These are manufacturing companies that make cars and the products for them, okay? Not to mention all the chip shortages, semiconductor shortages that they need hundreds of just to put in every single car, all right? That's a whole nother issue. But they're saying that Walmart, Home Depot, manufacturers, and Uber Freight, some of which have paused cargo shipments to the company for fear those goods could be lost or stranded if the carrier goes bankrupt. And they've already announced they're going bankrupt. They're saying that they are going to finish off their operations by Monday, okay? It's going to be official. They're just getting all the litigation done over the weekend and trying to figure out these things like paying these pensions. They're trying to figure out where is all this money going to go and who should they actually be paying right now. All right, so you heard it right there, right out of Reuters. Walmart, Home Depot, manufacturers, and Uber Freight are pausing cargo shipments to the company for fear the goods could be lost or stranded. All right, so this is a huge loss to the supply chain, huge loss to the economy, and we could see more shortages at Walmart and Home Depot. I'm already seeing major shortages at my local Home Depot of things like fertilizer. All right, fertilizer is in short supply. They do not have a lot of it, and that's also linked to the global supply chain. All right, some of the biggest fertilizer producers in the world have been cut out from our economy and from our supply chain, and there's also been a lot of shutdown of things linked to fertilizer production because it's very heavily energy dependent to make fertilizer, all right? And a lot of these things have been shut down related to it as well. So we could see major fertilizer shortages at Home Depot. We could see more lumber shortages as well. I was looking at prices of lumber, and it is skyrocketing right now. It is going up a ton. And also we could see things like rice and grain shortages. India, one of the biggest, if not the biggest rice producer in the world. I'm pretty sure they're the biggest, but I'm not sure off the top of my head. But possibly the biggest, definitely the top 3 rice producers in the world. India has now banned rice exports as well. And they are already saying that they are seeing shortages of white rice in America and on global markets from this India ban. So we could see rice shortages as well. In some local stores, people are reporting that they are already jacking up the price of rice right now. All right, white rice is being jacked up right now from this export ban. And they are also reporting that specifically 20-pound bags of rice are skyrocketing in price right now. So if you haven't stocked up on those, go get one now. Go get a 20-pound bag of rice. They're normally supposed to be $10, $11. But guess what? Last year, when I was telling you to get them, they were only $8. Now they're $11, and that's at Walmart, $11, $12 some places. All right, depends where you go. So that's a major increase right there, 30-40% increase just in a year on the price of rice. So get stocked up on that. It's a perfect food for survival. A 20-pound bag of rice is equivalent to about 2 weeks of calories for an adult, around that. All right, it's like 13 to 14 days of calories in just rice, and then you can add in your canned food on top of that as well to make meals with it. Okay, so get stocked up now. We could see major shortages at Walmart, major shortages at Home Depot as well, and we already are right now. There's still just massive gaps in the shelves whenever I go to the store. All right, whenever I go to the grocery store or go to Walmart, there's always massive gaps. And honestly, my local Walmart looks terrible. My local Walmart looks terrible. They don't have anything there. At the local Walmart I go to, they just gave up on fresh meat. They have no fresh meat at all. They just do all freezer stuff. No fresh meat at all. I know that sounds crazy, but that's what the Walmart has done in my local area, because I guess they just can't even compete with the grocery store. All right, so get stocked up now, guys. Get rice now. Get stocked up on fertilizer. All right, Home Depot's getting hit too. Get stocked up on gardening stuff, building supplies, whatever you need from there. Get stocked up on food as well. And please hit it up for me down there to get this video out to more people. People need to know this is the third biggest trucking company in the US, and they are going bankrupt. All right, and Walmart and Home Depot and Uber Freight are canceling their orders. All right, so this is going to have major ripples throughout the supply chain, and people need to know about it, and people need to be stocked up before it gets worse. We could see more trucking companies go under. That's how trends normally are, is there's one company and then there's another one that's right on the edge too, right behind it, maybe 2 or 3 right behind it that could go under as well, that are in similar circumstances and having similar issues. So please hit it up for me down there. I really appreciate that, and I hope you guys have a big old blessed day.